Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we've got 10 high-impact tech stories that could reshape AI chips, cloud infrastructure, and security. From a major Microsoft OpenAI framework to planned UK data center investments and 8 more developments across semiconductors, cloud, mobile, and cybersecurity, we'll break down what happened, why it matters, and what to watch next. Stick around, hit like, and subscribe so you don't miss analysis like this. First up, the Microsoft and OpenAI Memorandum of Understanding. Regulation and industry moves are shaking up transportation tech. Big news. Microsoft and OpenAI signed a non-binding memorandum that would let OpenAI restructure more of its operations into for-profit entities while keeping value flowing to its non-profit parent. The idea is to unlock outside capital and even pave a path toward a possible public listing. But it's non-binding and still needs regulatory green lights in places like California and Delaware. For Microsoft, this reshapes its economic stake and cloud partnership dynamics. For the wider market, it could unlock huge funding for model scale and infrastructure. Expect intense regulatory scrutiny and negotiation over exclusivity and cloud rights. Next up, reports that OpenAI and NVIDIA are dialing up UK data center investments. Next. Reuters reports OpenAI and NVIDIA plan multi-billion-dollar investments in UK data centers, timed with a US tech delegation visit. The reported partners include local operators to host AI compute onshore, a clear response to demand for controlled, sovereign infrastructure for large models. If true, this accelerates onshore compute capacity in Europe and signals how geopolitics and data sovereignty concerns are pushing AI infrastructure closer to end markets. Watch for formal announcements and local partnership terms. Coming up, the evolving global chip supply picture and a big factory expansion pushing capacity online. Story 3. Chip makers continue to expand capacity as demand for AI accelerators and custom silicon surges. Industry sources point to a major new fab expansion in Asia aimed at advanced nodes and packaging, promising to ease bottlenecks over the next 18 to 36 months. For cloud providers and AI labs, more domestic supply means lower lead times and potentially more competition for premium wafer capacity. Investors and national planners will watch how incentives and export rules shape who gets priority access. Next, a new advanced large language model release that's turning heads. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we've got 10 high-impact tech stories that could reshape AI chips, cloud infrastructure, and security. From a major Microsoft OpenAI framework to planned UK data center investments and 8 more developments across semiconductors, cloud, mobile, and cybersecurity, we'll break down what happened, why it matters, and what to watch next. Stick around, hit like, and subscribe so you don't miss analysis like this. First up, the Microsoft and OpenAI Memorandum of Understanding. Regulation and industry moves are shaking up transportation tech. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we've got 10 high-impact tech stories that could reshape AI chips, cloud infrastructure, and security. From a major Microsoft OpenAI framework to planned UK data center investments and 8 more developments across semiconductors, cloud, mobile, and cybersecurity, we'll break down what happened, why it matters, and what to watch next. Stick around, hit like, and subscribe so you don't miss analysis like this. First up, the Microsoft and OpenAI Memorandum of Understanding. Regulation and industry moves are shaking up transportation tech. Story 6. Regulators and automakers are stepping up rulemaking for autonomous systems as new pilot programs expand in several jurisdictions. Automakers are testing advanced driver assistance and higher-level autonomy on limited public roads, while regulators demand clearer safety reporting and validation frameworks. This phase will determine how quickly hands-off features scale and which companies can commercialize them responsibly. Expect litigation risk to remain a factor and insurance models to adapt. Next, we'll highlight a new mobile SoC that promises big performance per watt gains. Story 7. A semiconductor firm unveiled a new mobile system on chip, claiming significant performance per watt improvements for AI inference on device. The design pairs specialized neural engines with efficient CPU-GPU clusters to handle local multimodal tasks without constant cloud hops, improving privacy and battery life. Smartphone makers and OEMs will quickly evaluate integration and supply timelines. If adopted broadly, on-device AI could shift some compute away from data centers. Up next, the latest in consumer AR/VR hardware and ecosystems. Story 8. Consumer AR/VR hardware saw a new update with better optics, longer battery life, and a stronger developer ecosystem push. The maker is courting enterprise use cases, training, design, remote collaboration, while improving consumer comfort and content discovery. The hardware refresh plus a curated software bundle could accelerate adoption where productivity gains are clear. Next, a major cybersecurity campaign and how companies are responding. Story 9. Security teams are tracking a coordinated campaign targeting cloud-connected infrastructure and supply chain tools. Companies are responding with emergency patches, tightened access controls, and cross-industry info sharing. The campaign underlines persistent risk as attackers target development pipelines and managed services, and it reinforces the need for zero-trust architectures and stronger software SBOM practices. If you run infrastructure, now's the time to review logs and patch critical systems. Finally, we'll look at data center sustainability commitments shaping long-term costs. Story 10. Multiple operators announced new sustainability commitments for data centers, from higher renewable procurement to on-site energy storage and efficiency retrofits. These moves aim to lower carbon intensity of AI training and large-scale compute, and they could influence operating cost structures and customer choices as enterprises weigh emissions when selecting partners. Expect more reporting on grid impacts and supply contracts as operators scale AI workloads. That wraps our 10 stories. Let's close out. That's it for today. 10 stories that matter across AI, semiconductors, cloud, mobility, and security. If you found this useful, hit subscribe and ring the bell. Drop a comment on which story you want to deep dive on next. We'll follow regulatory moves around the Microsoft OpenAI framework, the formal data center announcements in the UK, and any breaking updates on chip capacity and cyber incidents. Thanks for watching. See you next time.